so embarrassing. Should I just wait till it shows there's one person there and then start talking?
What do you think about? Do you think
but nobody's
Nelson,
in.
It doesn't matter.
Oh gosh.
That's why I'm having you do this.
Okay, so hi everybody. Welcome to the live chat. Even though no one's here, Jared's having me do this to start the live chat for him while he's driving. We're just going to Walmart to grab some things and he's getting his haircut. Oh hi, there's a couple of people here. This is not my live chat. This is Jared's, but he wanted me to start it. So how you guys doing? And this chat's going to be about President Oaks and the chiasmus with. So I hate that he's making me do this. The chiasmus with Russell M. Nelson and M. Russell Ballard. I think that's really neat, and I always thought that President Oaks would be the prophet of the second coming. And now there's 17. Hi, you guys. 17 people here. That's pretty neat. I'm just doing this for Jared while he's driving, so I'm just starting off the live stream. We're about to park. So thanks, Amy. You're doing wonderful, she says. Thank you. Hi, Carrie. Oh, and thanks, Crochet Mama. It's nice to see you too. And I figured she's having me do this on a day when my hair's not done and I look terrible. So thanks, everyone. You're giving me encouragement. So we're just pulling into Walmart. Hi, Charlotte from Arizona. We love Arizona. I grew up in Arizona. I grew up in Lake Havasu City. It was a fun place. We went out on a boat like every weekend. Okay, I'm past.
I'm gonna park.
Oh, you're gonna park.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does everyone else think about President Oaks and the prophet of the second coming? Do you think that he's going to be the prophet, or do you think it'll be someone else? Jared's joining in just a minute. He's parking right now. I don't know how to look at the chat. Okay, he's parking right now. So it was nice talking to you guys, and here's Jared. Okay, and thank you for your encouragement. That was really nice. He's getting ready.
Okay.
Bye.
Here we go. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
I just wanted her to kind of like get things going so I could just hit the ground running once we parked. So hopefully you guys had a chance to watch the video I put out. International Health Coach says probably. Crochet Mama says bye to you, honey.
Bye.
And the Haystack says nice to hear from you. Elizabeth Baker, I haven't heard anything about this. Quick explanation. Yeah, so I just did a video today. Spencer from Latter-day Help channel, he said that he saw a video in seminary where President Ballard basically said that when he saw President Nelson and President Oaks be sustained as apostles, okay, back in 1984, that he knew at that time, he's like, you know what, I think that we just sustained 2 future presidents of the church. So International Health Coach is a video I put out today. It's the only one that I put today. Crochet Mama, I've missed your last 3 videos. I have some catching up to do. Yeah, I understand. I put out a lot of stuff, and I think I'm just gonna pick up the pace. Honestly, I'm just gonna do videos and just post them whenever I'm done. I don't think I'm even going to schedule them anymore. Queen of the North, to watching it. Cool. There's a lot of stuff to it. Alessandra, I'm still hoping President Nelson will be the prophet when Christ returns. Yeah, I mean, me too. And I feel like there's a lot to suggest that he might be. I don't know. Just for me, I feel like his age is like a big indicator, and it just goes back to that idea that he would be maybe the first person to get twinkled from a translated body to a resurrected body, which would be an amazing thing for the church and the world to witness. Amy says, was in the middle of watching when you popped on. Great. Well, hopefully you still finish it because there's good stuff in it. Charlotte and Amy. By the way, I didn't mean to break your heart about Visions of Glory. If you think that there's value there, that's cool. I wasn't trying to be like too harsh on it. So I saw your comment and it broke my heart that it broke your heart. So Charlotte Floyd, me too. The Haystack missionary is now going to Romania border of Turkey. New mission to be announced. Huh, I'll have to look into that. I'm glad that you brought that up. International health coach. Thank you, sunflower, strong arm, Ukrainian flag. Are you in Ukraine? International health coach. Queen of the North, hoping President Nelson will be the prophet of the second coming. Mm, just means it's closer. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, International health coach, 100 years is the age of a tree. Amy Luria, it's all good. I understand completely. She's talking about the Visions of Glory video I did a while ago. The Haystack, making a video on President Nelson talk from 1990. Yeah, you guys, the Haystack he has his channel, so make sure to check him out. Emily Roundy, we need to get more Jenica. She did great. I'll see what I can do. She doesn't tend to like to get on here. Queen of the North, I had a patient that was 102 years old and she lived by herself and mentally sharp. He may have another decade in him. Yeah, he might. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think very many would. Tyson Price with the super chat. And you guys, super chats are not necessary. I I appreciate it, you know. Um, I don't have a way to like refund it easily. I'd have to like send you the money back on PayPal or something like that. But I get enough money from the ad revenue. That's why my channel is monetized. And then for those of you that buy Artza boxes, I get a commission from that. So I don't need super chats, but thank you. Just never feel obligated to send a super chat. I was born July 1984. I live in Sandy, Utah. I'm even I am evening out my credit card balance. Use this money towards a trip to visit your parents. Okay. This will be the first $8.92 for that trip. Thanks, Tyson. He also says, I'm excited to see General Conference to see what announcements they announce and to see what they talk about and see what songs are sung in General Conference. Yep, me too. So wait, so this last conference, help remind me, everybody, wasn't this last conference the one where they like made changes to the For Strength of Youth uh, handbook or whatever? Wasn't that October 2022 General Conference? So that was as far as like changes to the church goes, that was one thing that happened last conference. And then April 2022, I don't think there were any changes. That's just the one where like the highlight was calling for missionaries to go on missions, and then for the women to realize that they're the women in Spencer W. Kimball, President Spencer W. Kimball's prophecy. All right, everyone's saying yes. Charlotte Floyd, Fisherman's Friend cough will really help you, I promise. Well, I think my doctor will really help on Monday. I'm going on Monday. So just hang in there, everybody. We're almost there. Hopefully soon I'll be cough free. Chef Mark, hi from Logan, Utah. I have a friend. She is 87 on multiple times was told she will live until Christ will come, and then she will be changed in a twinkle. Charlotte Floyd, excuse me, cough drops. I've tried cough drops. They're only marginally effective with what I have. I wouldn't be surprised if I have some kind of like allergy, asthma, or whatever that everyone's been talking about. So let's do a little poll. I can't remember if I've done this before. Put it, okay, just for fun. It's just for fun. Put an R in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this later. Put an R if you think President Nelson will be the prophet of the second coming. Put an O if you think it's going to be um, President Oaks, and then put an X if you think it'll be even longer than that. That it won't be either one of them. Let's see what everyone thinks. Daniel Hershey, hi from San Antonio. The haystack puts a lot of R's. GR Neal puts an X. RT puts O. Scruffy says X. Elizabeth Baker O. I'm not gonna read the names. So let's see. RXOXORROR sound like a retarded pirate or something. OXR, hoping for RX. And then Byro Kinsman said, but I think Nelson will rededicate the Salt Lake Temple. Chef Mark O and R. International Health Coach R. I'm in Kennesaw, Georgia, USA. Okay, so you're just supporting Ukraine with the Ukrainian flag. That might as well be the flag of Kansas, frankly, because Kansas is the same. Ukraine, they have that flag because like the blue on top is supposed to be like the sky, and then the yellow down underneath is supposed to be like the wheat fields. And that's pretty much what Kansas looks like. Either like blue and green or blue and yellow. Either with wheat fields or with like sunflower fields. So I think there were more R's, and then after that, O's, and then after that, X's. So for the people that put X's, uh, put the amount of years you think we're going to have to wait, and do it in multiples of 5. Do you think it's going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15, 20, 25? Just for the people that put X, if you don't mind. GR Neal 26. What do you think will happen on April 8th, 2024? What are your predictions? Either something happens on the day itself or it is the beginning of the end. I don't know. If I had to guess if it was like the beginning or an end of something, I would think that it would be an end, personally. Because it feels like the whole 7-year period, roughly 7-year period is supposed to be like a window of time where things happen. And already some pretty major things have happened. At the beginning of the, from 2017 on, at pretty much at the beginning, we got President Nelson as prophet. We had the special April General Conference where we did the Hosanna Shout, new church symbol, new proclamation, and just a whole flurry of changes in the church. So I feel like that would mark the end of that. RT says, quick question for you. Have you read Gerald Lund's 2020 book, The Second Coming of the Lord? You mentioned him speaking your mission. I don't think I've caught you quoting the book. I want to say I looked at his book in one of my videos. I can't remember though. But no, I have not read the book. Maybe I'll get to it at some point. Scruffy says 10 years. Zach Moss, Jared, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Aaron Pena, 10 to 15 years. Caritzi for waving hello from Florida. Aaron Pena maybe closer to around 30-ish. Crochet Mama, I saw a post on Twitter where a lot of people said they would leave the church if President Oaks became prophet. No idea why. But it could be a sifting. Yeah, it definitely could be. Yeah, for sure. Maybe for that reason alone. Maybe that's a good indicator that he would be a prophet before the second coming, because that would act as like a sifting device, just him becoming president of the church. Oh boy. That's really something to think about. Gracie says April 6th, 2025. Hands in the air. Biddy Horn, hey Jared. Daniel Hershey, do you think we will be called up before 2030? Oh, do you mean caught up? I tend to think so. I'm one that's more optimistic about it being sooner than later. I think it could happen as soon as this year because I think things can pop off so much quicker than what we even imagine. And I think that some things have already been put in place. Uh, just yeah, that's where I'm at. International health coach. The spirit prompts me to attend general conference. Already have tickets reserved. Cool. Yeah. Well, I I, te- I tend to think that this is going to be a good general conference just because, like I said, if I don't know if you guys saw my video about Palm Sunday, but hi, hey guys,
Hi.
hi.
I just happened to see you guys again.
I'm doing a live stream right now. See ya.
Yeah.
That was my daughter's friends. Um. Okay, so with this general conference, it's gonna be during a Palm Sunday, and I did a video because I never really thought about Palm Sunday and stuff like that. My whole life growing up, whenever I thought about like Palm Sunday, Ash Wednesday, um, Good Friday, stuff like that, I just kind of like put that out of my mind because I was like, that sounds like a Catholic thing, or it sounds like just like other Christians. I've never really cared. But now I realize these things could be on the same level as, and maybe even more significant than the Jewish feast days. You know, President Nelson seems to have like really underscored or underlined, made emphasis of Palm Sunday for the last couple of years. So it might be a hint. In this general conference, it's going to be a Palm Sunday, and then it's 3 years after the April 2020 general conference. So that could be a thing potentially. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good prompting. RT, highly recommend the book. I've listened to slash read it several times now. You'd find a lot of good information there, really well researched. Um, the thing about it is like I don't want to like go to books and stuff that are too recent because I don't want to take away from their profitability in selling the book. You know what I mean? I feel like older books like Morbid Doctrine, it's probably okay to take excerpts out of those because they've been around for so long. And I mean, everything that I do, like everything that I quote from on the channel, I think, to my best of my understanding, it all would fall under fair use because I'm making my own commentary about the stuff that I'm sharing. But I feel like if it's like really recent, I probably shouldn't like take from those sources. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong about all that. Cadmac, I got to meet President Oaks a few times on my mission. I was in the Philippines when he was there, living for a few years. Elder Holland was living in another country too at the time. Cool. I didn't really meet him, but I went to a general conference and I was like toward the front and he was like shaking hands with people and I got to shake hands with him. Zach Moss, Utah has record rain this year. Now we're worried about flooding. Get on the ark. It's interesting. I'm gonna have to like look at that. Look at Utah and California with all this rain and snow. Tyson Price, I think the sifting started in 2020 during COVID because before COVID, I knew a lot of people who were active in the church, but now they're not active in the church. Well, technically, the sifting started um, on the channel. I read a quote, I think it was from Wilford Woodruff, and he basically said that back in his time, that's when the sifting had begun. He said something to that effect, but there's probably been like different stages during this dispensation, so I don't know. But yeah, I think that 2020 it definitely had a big impact on a lot of people. A lot of people suddenly became aware of the times that we're living in, and other people kind of went the other way and joined the rest of the world. Gritzy 4, I love President Oaks. Aaron Pena, I think there was something about Oaks family or someone else donating to Democrat Party. Maybe that's why. Nug Mittens says, I would agree with Tyson. Charlotte Floyd, when I was young in seminary, I thought it would be 2033. I'm in 70s now. Well, we'll see what happens. Don't you think that all the saints from the beginning until now have thought the second coming was going to happen in their lifetime? I love talking about it, but I also think we are maybe overanalyzing. No, definitely not. I don't think so. There's no problem with like analyzing all these different things as long as you're not like getting rigid and you're like, oh, this is going to happen. That's where you cross the line, when you start to like act as though something is real when you don't know that it is. So we're commanded to watch. I did a video showing how time and time again in the scriptures we are commanded to watch for the times of the signs. But everyone has different tolerances, so whatever. Betty Horn, still have to watch your new comet video. Yeah, that's a good one. It's an interesting comet. Queen of the North, agree with 2020 start of sifting. Daniel Hershey, I've been thinking the Lord's second coming would be here around 2033 too. Scruffy, a doctor to guide us through these time pandemic, a judge to guide us through the lawless / crazy times that are coming. Yeah, I think they're professions. I talk about that in the video that I put out today, so make sure to check that out. And we've kind of talked about it before on the channel too. CO2MC number 26. I thought of April 6th, 2030, the church would be 200 years old. I also love President Oaks. He is one of my favorite. Yeah, the thing about 2030 is that I did a video about Jubilees. Just search Jubilee on my channel. But there's like different... Okay, so in Judaism, they haven't observed the Jubilee since the 10 lost tribes were carried away captive, right? So there's a couple different ways that you can look at Jubilees. You can look at it from the time that the 10 lost tribes were carried away. There's talk about in the early church that there were actually Jubilees that were observed in the early days of the church. Just go watch my video. I can't explain it all here, but 2030 in one sense is a Jubilee year. So that's why, yeah, it could be a very significant year. If the second coming hasn't happened yet, then, that'd be something to think about. Zach Moss says, international health coach. I was raised Catholic, attended Catholic schools, joined the Restored Church of Christ after I graduated university, went on a mission to Ohio when I was 26 to 28. Love your channel, Blue Heart, Yellow Heart, Sunflower. Awesome. I'm glad. Granello Sherdicart says, a judge for a time of judgment. Yeah, I feel like it's like a pretty clear symbol. It's a time of judgment. It's a time also of bringing in the political kingdom of God when Christ establishes his political kingdom. Emily Roundy, the comment video was so interesting. Yeah, I think so too. Latter-day Help, glad to be of help. Just got your email. Oh, good. Make sure to check out the video. That was really cool of you to point that out. Everybody, this is Latter-day Help. He's the one that provided the information for the video today. And make sure to subscribe to his channel. International Health Coach, the second coming is soonish. Just get your life in order, everyone. Yeah, that's the big thing. That's really the biggest and most important part about the second coming, is making sure that you're ready spiritually. and then after that, temporarily. Ricardo Silva. Oh yeah, and then International Health Code says, repent and get on the covenant path. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I I got to take off. I'm gonna go get my hair cut. I think I let it go a little bit too long this time. I want to stay more on top of it. It used to be that I always just like shave my head. That's what I did when I was in the army because I was going to pay 14, 15 bucks every like 2 weeks. So I was within regulations. So I just shaved my head. And then I just kept doing that after the army all the way till now. Then I started a YouTube channel. Now I have to care about my appearance and be presentable. So, gonna get my hair cut. I do the like hard part right here where they cut um, the part for you right here, so it's a little bit, it stands out a little bit more, which I think is pretty cool. But I can't stand it when it starts to get like fuzzy on the sides. I despise it. All right, you guys take care. Make sure to check out those videos, and hopefully I'll be able to like pump out another video today and have you loaded up for the weekend too. Talk to you guys later.